For the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, Uhuru Kenyatta has strongly defended the former DP, Rigathi Gachagua and the DCP party leaders, to an extent that Uhuru Kenyatta has threatened to kick out his very, very loyal politician, Kioni, who is the Jubilee Party Secretary General, and any other leader in the Jubilee Party, if they will dare oppose Rigathi Gachagua or attack the DCP leaders again. Just imagine. I want you to watch this shocking video here. Listen to what Uhuru Kenyatta is saying. Of course, Uhuru was speaking in Kikuyu language, but what Uhuru Kenyatta said exactly has been well translated in this video here. Just watch this video so that we can proceed with our today's analysis.
Na niä Kioni Secretary General nä ngå kwä ra kå rä niä maå macio ma hä ndä ciothe gå thoma mtandao andå nä ndiå na aroiga arå gamä rä ire Jubilee araruma Gachagua na kå u araruma å rä a å ngä ä ndikwenda maå macio ma gä kodi na tå iguithanie ithuä tå tirä kä ama kä airu atongoria mena uhuru wa kå rogoma na kä ama kä rä a mekwenda na mathure mutongoria uria mekwe nie ndikwenda na uria nie ngaigua nie athie na maundu ma kurumana muira riu akahinda gaka anyitiriire muira heane kuri aria angi mathie na mbere nie uria nguona agika mitugo iyo nie ndiko hesitate kuga inje out teenager.
This happened today in Murang'a County, where Uhuru Kenyatta was meeting with the Jubilee Party grassroots leaders. You know, Uhuru Kenyatta is now officially back to active politics, and he wants to shape the 2027 general elections. Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, who is now the official deputy party leader of Jubilee, appointed by Uhuru Kenyatta himself recently, also attended that particular event. I want you to have a look at these photos here. That is Uhuru Kenyatta, Kioni, and Fred Matiang'i in that particular event. So they are working together. But the real reason here as to why Uhuru is now all of a sudden strongly defending Rigathi Gachagua and DCP, it is because Uhuru wants the opposition to be united, to remain united ahead of the 2027 elections. So Uhuru Kenyatta here is leading by example by reconciling with the former DP, Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi has always been Uhuru Kenyatta's biggest political enemy. So if Uhuru can reconcile with Rigathi and work together in the opposition, it will be a very good example to the rest of the opposition leaders to also remain united. We have seen in the recent past, some opposition leaders have been attacking one another. For example, Kioni and Ngugiru Wambugu have been attacking Rigathi Gachagua very badly. And also Rigathi Gachagua on the other side has been attacking Gathoni wa Mushomba, Fred Matiang'i, and also at some point Uhuru Kenyatta and Jubilee Party leaders, saying that Gathoni wa Mushomba and Dr. Fred Matiang'i are William Ruto's moles in the opposition. At some point, Rigathi Gachagua's lawyer and some allies of Rigathi Gachagua were saying that Fred Matiang'i is an NIS candidate sponsored by William Ruto's government. So you can see what has been happening in the opposition. As a matter of fact, after Uhuru Kenyatta's remarks, Ngugiru Wambugu responded to Uhuru Kenyatta immediately, telling Uhuru Kenyatta this, that if Uhuru was to work with Rigathi Gachagua, I would leave Jubilee Party immediately. I cannot operate in the politics I have seen Rigathi Gachagua do, even for Uhuru Kenyatta. So if they got into bed, or if Uhuru and Rigathi got into bed, I would disassociate myself with Uhuru and the Jubilee Party immediately. So it's getting worse. I want us to wait and see if the leaders in the opposition will now remain united ahead of the 2027 elections through the leadership of Uhuru Kenyatta. Because if they don't unite, then there is no way they are going to defeat President William Ruto in the 2027 elections. I want us to wait and see. Also, in that particular event, Uhuru Kenyatta finally gave his reason as to why he will not work with Ruto at all ahead of the 2027 elections. Uhuru has totally rejected William Ruto. If you can still remember very well, during the burial of Raila Odinga, William Ruto made a speech and he said that he approached Uhuru Kenyatta and he also approached Raila Odinga, and Uhuru agreed to join Raila Odinga and William Ruto in the broad-based government so that they can work together ahead of the 2027 elections. And William Ruto said that Uhuru Kenyatta actually approved and accepted to work with Ruto. If that is the case, then today's remarks by Uhuru Kenyatta simply means that Uhuru has betrayed William Ruto. He will not join the broad-based government. In fact, Uhuru Kenyatta is saying that he warned Kenyans against supporting William Ruto in the previous 2020 elections. But this time round, because Kenyans have now learned their lesson, Kenyans have been going through a lot through William Ruto's administration. Uhuru is saying that Kenyans should not repeat the same mistake again. They should not repeat the same mistake twice. So, Uhuru is now campaigning against William Ruto. He is working with the leaders in the United Opposition Coalition to ensure that Ruto becomes a one-term president. Uhuru is on a mission to remove William Ruto from power in the 2027 election. So let me read for you this particular statement here. This statement comes from the Star e-paper, and the headline is very clear. It says, I warned you about William Ruto in the previous 2022 elections, but you did not listen. Those are the words from Uhuru Kenyatta. Then it says, in 2022, I warned you about these people, William Ruto and his allies, but you did not listen to me. I hope now you are ready to support the leaders who are genuinely committed to transforming this country. So Uhuru here is supporting Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i's presidency. The biggest question here is, should William Ruto respond to Uhuru Kenyatta? In my opinion, I would advise William Ruto not to respond to Uhuru Kenyatta at all. William Ruto should not even allow his allies in the Kenya Kwanza alliance to attack Uhuru Kenyatta at all. Because Uhuru is not Ruto's political competitor in 2027. William Ruto will not face Uhuru Kenyatta in 2027 general elections. Let William Ruto mainly focus on the opposition leaders, the people that he is competing with. But for Uhuru, there is no need to attack Uhuru. If Uhuru is not careful, again in the 2027 elections, Uhuru Kenyatta will be humiliated badly. The same way Uhuru was humiliated in the previous 2022 elections by President William Ruto. But let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. I don't know what to think. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinion in the comment section down below concerning this particular matter. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more political updates like this one, for more political analysis. Remember, my name is Jason. I'm out. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.